are a lot of cars on the road, right?
Yeah.
A lot. Considering. And no stores are open. So where's
everybody going?
where are they going? Unless they're all going to Uncle Giuseppe's like us, right? Oh my God. All right, the traffic's getting definitely later up here.
Yeah.
But we're getting more towards country-ish and New York State. So I still can't believe how many people are out and about. It's like us.
People are tired of being locked in the house.
Of course, absolutely.
Pretty nice day.
It's a beautiful day. It's a shame. I mean, if we weren't in the middle of this, and
Right.
there's so many things we could do.
I know. Want to take a right and go down there and see what it is?
Yeah, let's see. Is there a right? Is there a road?
Well, that guy's driveway.
Yeah, right.
There's not a road.
Oh, no road. Is that a road?
Yeah. Look at that fish sculpture in the backyard.
Which one?
Over here, to the left.
Oh, I love it. I love it. That is so
That is
cool.
cool.
This is pretty cool up here. We must be in the Ramsey area.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, none of this is going to go down to the river.
No, that's like that.
Must be very, very private. That river. I guess because how people live on it.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
This has a stupid backup cam.
So we were trying to go to Uncle Giuseppe's, and the line was out the door. I mean, out the door. And we weren't going to stand on it with all the germs spreading. So now we're taking a ride, see what we can find. Ride center. Hi guys, and happy Saturday. Happy day 4 zombie apocalypse, right? I know a lot of you are staying home, social distancing, what do you call it? Isolating, whatever. But it's really not very much fun, is it? Well, we have records, and we have beers, and we have the internet, right? Keep us going. But today, me and Skeety decided to go for a drive. We wanted to actually go to Uncle Giuseppe's, you know, the big specialty Italian market up in Ramsey. So we tried to take you along with us, but what happened was the line was out the door and through the parking lot. So we didn't go because we didn't want to stand online with all those people, you know. But I guess the line was because they were only letting a certain number of people in at a time. That could certainly be the reason. But we were really sad because we really, really wanted to go up there and get some Italian specialties for the lockdown. You know what I'm saying? So we couldn't do that. So we just went for a drive. After that, we went through some really pretty towns up there and just took a drive. Then we came back here and hung out for a while. And he brought me a bunch of fun gifties, a bunch of fun stuff. And he brought me these, which we're having right now. Lolico Capolo Tiki. It's like a tiki bear, but it's brewed with spices and passion fruit. Yummy. Look at that. I hope there's no glare, but there's a tiki man on there. And let's see. The passion fruit is out of this world. Yummy. So that was fun, and he brought me a ton of other things because he just got back from Daytona Bike Week. So he had a bunch of stuff, piling up for me, and he brought it all today, which was really, really fun. And here's the stack. So he brought me a bunch of 78s, some pre-war country, very, very fun. Some of the Hotel Dance Orchestras that he knows I love, and some 45s, and a crazy oddball LP that we think is going to be so bad it's going to be good, you know what I mean? And what else? Homemade jarred sauce, because, you know, of course, we're going to be stuck in the house, and, you know, both of us love to cook. So he brought me some big jars of sauce that homemade, that he, you know, he did himself. And one of them is regular marinara with basil, and one of them is wild mushrooms. Oh, one of my favorite kind of sauces ever. So I'll have to think of something really good to make with you guys and the wild mushroom sauce. Then he gave me pickled wild mushrooms and a jar of Italian pickled green tomatoes. Really, really, really fun. Just a really, really fun morning. So we tried to go to Uncle Giuseppe's and we couldn't do that. So we hung out here for a while, and he just told me all about Daytona and stuff like that. How they were just starting to close down everything as they were leaving Bike Week. So he really lucked out. They got to enjoy Bike Week before everything was shut down. Now, who knows how many cases of coronavirus are going to come out of that crowd, right? Who knows? Who knows? But we figured a drive was safe, you know, just us in the truck driving. Didn't have to interact with anyone. You know, we definitely would have gone into Uncle Giuseppe's, but not standing in lines like that. We didn't think that was a very good idea. And right now, as of yesterday, we got an employee communication that said that the first positive, how do you call it, COVID-19 employee, the first positively tested employee was found at our location. So people are not really happy about it, but they isolated the person right away, and they tested all the people around them. It's down the hall from us. It's not a department that we deal with ever, but my boss decided to lock down the warehouse completely. He's changing the security codes on the doors, and only the warehouse personnel will be allowed to know them, and keeping all strangers, you know, all unauthorized personnel out of our warehouse. So it should be fine. One day this week, I hope you enjoyed the little drive, morning commute progression of, or regression of cars leaving the road, you know, little by little. We were very surprised today going up 17, which is a major highway, which is usually bumper to bumper on Saturday, but there were way more cars out there than I ever thought, because all the malls are closed, and that road is the route to all the malls. So seeing that many cars out was crazy, but we figured a lot of people are thinking the same thing. Let's take a drive. You know, let's just take a drive rather than be stuck in the house, right? So, I mean, it's basically what we wound up doing, just taking a drive. And it was fun. You know, it was fine. But, you know, we like to go out to eat. We like to go to a restaurant, a nice restaurant, when we go out. And we couldn't do that today. And we didn't want to take anything out because it's not the same. And you take food out and you take it home. By the time you get home, it's cold. You know, it's definitely not the same. So I gave him a big hunk of lasagna to take home. So we'll have that, you know. So let's see. Oh, another thing. Yes, he did give me something else really cool for my cookie cutter collection. He got me this coffin cookie cutter. Very cool. Can you see that? And this cool little bat Love the bat. Can you see the bat? I put it on dark background. Maybe it works. Yeah, dark background is probably better, but it's really cool. Because he knows I have, of course he knows, I have a massive cookie cutter collection. Actually, he's the one that gave me this big, beautiful airline cargo box to store all of my cookie cutters in a long time ago. So, he added to my cookie cutter collection right there. Very fun. One day this week, I did go to the thrift, and as I was checking out, the girl said, you know, this is our last day until like approximately March 30th, maybe longer. And I was like, oh, no, you know. But that night I found a couple of fun things. I found these great, great pillows. They're really heavy duty, like tapestry covered, but they're very Southwest, and they're really, really beautiful, and I put them on the chair on the porch right here. And I also got this beautiful planter thing, and then I went next door to the Dollar Tree and got some flowers for it, and I put it right here. And I did get one eBay thing. Oh my God, that's why when they started shutting things down, I was like, oh, I'm not gonna get my stuff. They're gonna close the post office, I know it. And they didn't, so I was really, really happy about that. I got this Led Zeppelin album, Reletted, brand new, red vinyl, still sealed. Oh, this band is so great. If you don't know them, you really need to. Oh, there's Shadow. You really, really need to. Really fabulous. And this one has Whole Lot of Love, Hey, Hey, What Can I Do? Cashmere, one of my favorites. The Lemon Song, Rock and Roll, Kingston Celebration, Heartbreaker, Going to California, Dire Maker, Immigrant Song, 10 Years Gone, Four Job People, and Stairway to Heaven. Craziest band ever. A Zeppelin cover band that does reggae style covers of Zeppelin tunes with an Elvis impersonator singer. Too fabulous. I mean, just too much. I absolutely love this band. So I got that, and that was eBay. And most excitingly, I take another sip of Lilikoi Capolo. I guess that's what it's called. Avery Brewing Company. So good. The passion fruit is amazing. Oh my God. I got the new Sideshow Tink beach blanket, shower blanket, bath towel, whatever you want to call it. It's a towel. Beach towel. That's what I meant to say. They did the most amazing job on these. This is my sample. It's gorgeous. Look at it. Look at the writing. Let me stand up. All right, so we have, oh, that shadow is going to make me crazy. All right, so we got Sideshow Tank, of course. We have a picture of the Tankster. And down here, we have Magical, Mystical, Musical. And our little YouTube emblem over there. These towels are beautiful. They did the best job ever. They're nice and big for laying on your lounge chair or by the pool or the beach or wrapping around you after your shower. It's just, they did such an awesome job. I'm telling you, Teespring is amazing. And of course, I'll put a link below for Tink merch if you're interested in one of these beautiful towels. They're so much fun. So much fun. So that was our day. And I'm starting to, after 4 days of this apocalypse, I'm starting to feel like, okay, the impact of not being able to go to the thrift, of not being able to go out to eat, two things that I really, really enjoy. Like, we were going to go to the big thrift today. We would have went to the thrift on 21, but, they closed too, of course. But those big thrifts are probably not a good idea at this time, because I don't know. I don't think the stores are allowed to let too many people in at once, are they? I'm not sure. It's kind of defeating the purpose, right? Even the food stores shouldn't be letting in massive crowds of people at one time, right? Because that definitely defeats the purpose. But anyway, let's see what else did I want to say. I know there was something else. In the background, we're listening to Nick Cave and Warren Ellis. I hope you're all happy and safe wherever you are. And if you are social distancing, let me know what you're doing. What are you up to? What are you keeping busy with? Last night I did a brand new podcast. I did a plague podcast, called it the Plague Hour. Lots of fun things that I was jotting down titles throughout the week as I was thinking of things that would work for a pandemic kind of podcast. And it's really fun. I really enjoyed it. So I'll put a link below for that also. And I think that's about it, guys. I do hope you're having a magical, mystical, musical day. I hope you're safe, secure, and happy wherever you are. I hope you're not too bored, but then again, you have YouTube, right? YouTube is good. Facebook, check it out. Facebook I'm getting a little sick of because people are a little overboard with the virus right now. And every time you open it, there's something else. But some of the things that Skeety sent me are hilarious, and I have to put one of them right here because it is so great. Look. So, first pedicure of the season, very exciting. Pink toes, love it. Of course, the salons are closed now. Salons, barbers, tattoo shops, all these things are now closed. I have several friends that own tattoo shops, and I feel so bad for them, so bad. One of my friends said, aside from something happening to his wife or daughter, nothing could be more depressing than seeing his tattoo shop closed. And I get that, I get that. It's really sad. But it is what it is. And I guess we really do have to kind of isolate it. I mean, I still have to go out. I still have to go out in it because I am in the medical field. And we can't stop, especially at times like this. So all we can do is be careful. I've been washing my hands so much that they're so dry. They're like the middle of winter kind of dry, you know what I mean? Because that 20-second hand washing thing every single time with soap. And I wash them a lot because they tell you to wash them after you open your mail, anything like that, So I'm washing my hands several times a day. And the hand sanitizer isn't making it any better, you know what I mean? So, we do what we got to do. To stay safe. In fact, we were gonna break out the rubber gloves today. I got these black rubber gloves that I use when I do barbecuing and meat rubs and stuff like that. But we said, forget it. Let's not worry that much. Let's not be like that. And these people wearing masks in public, they say that they're not really helping you because they're not tight enough to make a difference. The virus can still creep around or whatever. So you should leave the masks for sick people and healthcare workers, because you're wasting their resources, So anyway, and Carm said something like, not much of a stretch for him because he likes to hermit at home too. I'm pretty much of a homebody myself, so it doesn't affect me all that much, except for the thrift store and my restaurants. Two things that I truly miss. But we have our records and we have each other, right? And this is how we'll keep going until it's over, right? Because I'm telling you, when they like lift the ban and open the thrift stores, I'll be charging in there. I'll be knocking people down to get in there. I'll miss it so much, right? But it's all right. A little break is good because when we get it back, we'll appreciate it more, right? And a friend of mine, Bill, he found a beautiful, he was just telling me last night that he bought a beautiful, big, life-size Santa in the thrift just before, like, they closed down. And he's so happy that he did because he wants to make it into like a life-size Krampus. Oh, how awesome would that be? What a great idea. So I'm glad that he was able to grab that. Anything like that. When I see Christmas things at this time of year, I get really excited, you know. So, anyway. So, Vaji, I got Vaji this. I got him this. Every time I pick it up, he gets mad because he thinks I'm taking it away. But I got him this little guy. Look, when you push his stomach, the ears pop up. And Vaji was actually afraid of the ears when I first did it to him. But as long as I put it down and leave it alone, he puts his head on it and uses it as a pillow. It's adorable. Is that funny or what, though? Here you go, baby. You have it back. So, I think that's it, guys. Have a magical, mystical, musical Saturday. Stay safe. Stay calm. This too shall pass. Love you all. Tink merch below. Latest podcast below. Comment, subscribe, spread the love. Now more than ever, I need your comments. I want to hear what you're thinking, what you're doing while you're holed up inside. Are you cooking? Or you? This morning I went crazy like cleaning. It was like a crazy cleaning thing. You know how that happens? You know, you start to, and then you start to scour, and you start to really clean. I just had a burst of that kind of energy. We're in the house, we might as well. Today would have been a great day to work in the yard. Oh my God. It was so beautiful. It was so cold this morning. And by the time the sun came out, it was gorgeous. I mean, there was a garden center open and we were so tempted, but I said, you know what? It's a little too early in this area to be buying plants. Even if we don't get a hard freeze again, you really can't plant here until after Mother's Day. So, it probably wouldn't have been a good idea. But, yeah, that's it, guys. I'm sorry that we have to go through this. I'm sorry that we have to isolate. But you know what? Nothing changes here. We're completely socially distant. You know, we can't give each other anything. So, except for love, right? So, I'll talk to you very, very soon. Love you all. Stay safe, everybody.